Hello everybody, welcome back. Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition Modded Sentinel playthrough continuation. What we have done yesterday before we had to call it a day. I think it was that ship with that one crazy lady that had her beloved basically brain dead and she refused to put him out of his misery. So she basically went berserk because she got L2 implants and we managed to save her. I mean, not really save her. Save her from herself. And I think that's gonna be the best way to describe it. Hostile takeover on Han. Let's go. What do we have here? Patatanlis with some light metal. Falkarothu with nothing. Koninkto with nothing. Paraven. I was almost willing to call it Palavin. What do you got? Matrix Ridings. Alright, hostile takeover. Ooh, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take only Tali and Garrus for this. Because if it's hostile takeover, then it's mostly gonna imply regular human NPCs, human enemies. Maybe, possibly. Okay, wow, level 2 hazard. Okay. Syndicate, yeah, I was right. How are we gonna do this? Because we got abandoned camp, cobalt deposit. I think I'm gonna start with the abandoned camp, gonna move to the cobalt deposit, anomaly, debris, and then syndicate hideout. Yeah, let's do it. I believe that at this point, if there's gonna be a single planet with Deshama, I'm gonna be insane.
How do you feel about hunting a Turian?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Hell yeah, that's the spirit.
Things are different among my people. There are so few of us. We are expected to be loyal, even when it is difficult.
And what have happened here? Okay, so we got danger level 2, so I need to be relatively fast about what I'm doing. Before I'm gonna start taking health damage. And then, of course, depending on the container opening. Which, it seems like right now, it's nice. Shotgun, sniper. Free money, I guess. Shotgun, sniper. Nothing inside of this building. What about the building number 2? Also nothing. Okay, returning to Mako. I could check that storm shotgun on Tali because she's gonna use it. Armageddon, Avalanche, Hurricane, Scimitar, Storm. Nope. She's going to have that katana. It's probably she's gonna hold that thing for her dearest life. What was the plan? Yeah. Deposits in this lung and then like this. It's gonna be pretty much a Z-shaped travel. What else have we done on the last time we have played, the last time I streamed? Yeah, you find a better Omni tool for my character, and I was finally able to give something to Garrus. Probably gonna be able to give something better to Tali too. She deserves it, but I think that Garrus deserves it a little bit more. Hello, Thara. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. All right, deposit is right over there. I love me some Mako. This vehicle is absolutely amazing. All right, let me surveyed, marked XP and money get. Next, we got anomaly with the gold deposit. Just gonna mark it. I mentioned that you were from the... Yeah, I noticed. I reacted with a thumbs up to it, which is neat. I don't think there's a lot of... Oh, okay. That's going to require some climbing. I don't think there's a lot of people from the EU in Stack Up. At least I don't believe there is. You're the only member of the IRT that is in the EU as well. Nice. Where could it be? This anomaly is like right over there.
I'd love to see what the Normandy can do in a fight.
How so? The Normandy is built for stealth, not combat.
And I have your mellow marked.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat.
You're American, but you live in
undetected
Europe, so it's
flanking,
good to have someone close to my time. Nice. I'm glad that I'm able to provide. I suppose that would be the right word. ID tag recovered. Okay, cool. Debris. Let's check the debris. That's gonna be a long one. I have a few of my streamers from EU, but mainly from North America. Even some from Australia. I actually... Maybe it's because of the time zone that I'm in, because I'm in CET, Central Eastern Time. I don't think I'm able to catch anybody in Australia, because when I'm mostly active, people in Australia are mostly asleep. And when I'm slowly starting to get asleep, it's when they are starting to wake up. So it's like we are totally missing each other. The absolute whoosh. I think I only have... I think I only know like 2 or maybe 3 people who are like visiting some of my friends' streams, and they're like they're like only there to say hello, because they are pretty much almost they either already going to work or they do some other things on their side. Yes, lovely. The medical exoskeleton is fantastic. I love it because it provides toxin resistance, it regenerates my health, and it also provides an additional cooldown to my abilities. All fine and dandy, but there's one thing. There's one tiny thing. It's called armor. That I couldn't get anything better when it comes to the armor since the beginning of the game. I'm still carrying a 1-slot armor, and I need 2. It hurts. It hurts my feelings. What's left of them either, right? I'm usually... You just see... If you go look where I live... There's Syria. Okay, I heard... I'm gonna be honest, I heard for the first time about that place. You will see why my time is weird. I'm learning. I'm reading. Terceira Island. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is like the very first time when I hear... When I hear or try to even pronounce that name. No, we exist most of it. Well, now I know. So you have one person and actually knows you guys exist. I myself, I am from Poland, born and raised. Okay, I see what the predicament is.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel
There's gonna be a
security to
path
pursue
somewhere up
Siren,
there, but
Garrus?
we already got like two turrets
Fighting
up ahead.
a rogue specter with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way, I'd say that beats CSEC.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
If there's like no way to normally climb up, I'm gonna improvise. I'm hoping to have something stack up related on TwitchCon EU that year. We shall see. I would love to get on TwitchCon EU, but for me, the problem is that I almost never have money. Like everything that I earn ever, period, from content creation, it always goes into my house. And I barely even save anything for myself. I really wish that I could attend to the TwitchCon and see what's what, but I simply do not have cash for that. That's all. Yeah, we're gonna have to improvise. Hold on. Maybe this angle over here is gonna be climbable. It kinda is, if I'm gonna take it at the angle. What is a little bit weird about Mako is that it actually has a way better grip while climbing up when you like driving it. Okay, hold on, don't you dare slide down. Yeah, it's gonna slide down because the center of gravity is just fluid. Level up. Right. What I was trying to say, like, in this game, like, you would think that if you have enough torque, you would simply drive up, like, the steep slopes or anything like this. Not in case of Mako. In case of Mako, the more at the angle you are, the better your climbing abilities are. It is a weird little vehicle, but I love it. And it bounces everywhere, even though it has independent suspension. Which actually would explain why it bounces. And actually, no. If it would bounce so much, it would not have any of the axes. It would need all the axes connected, while this vehicle has like independent suspension on every single of the wheels. You work with charity, so I completely understand. Yeah. I usually do. When it comes to me, I usually simply do charity events. Like, I'm having a situation like of, hey, every year there's like this Mass Effect marathon. Yeah, I could actually use that as an example. Every single year, I do a Mass Effect marathon because it's something that I simply like to do. And normally I do charity marathons alongside with the Mass Effect marathon. This year is gonna be ever so slightly different. This year I have actually done a charity marathon with you guys while I was playing Metal Gear Solid. I played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, Delta, the newest one, and also Metal Gear Solid 5. It was fun. I liked it. It was fun. I liked it. Though I definitely could probably not play sometimes. Sometimes I feel like during the marathon I could simply not play for a few days because I was
some action.
Oh Lord, he coming. Or is he? They know we are here because I think I have heard the Krogan. Hello, Winsky, what's up? They are not rushing. I think they're all just standing behind the cover. Garrus? No, don't you dare. Don't you dare, Garrus. I'm on point. Okay, he already have used the things. What can we do? What can we do? He already used the power, so we're gonna have to put as much DPS on him as possible. Shield, weapon, and maybe dampening as well, so he doesn't reuse his powers. I probably could also use the neural shock so he stays on the ground. And I think that's gonna be exactly what I'm gonna do because he's charging in. Alright, got him. No reason for me to activate the barrier unless I'm gonna be...
Watch out!
There's another? There is another. Okay. Same situation. This time I'm gonna disable his health regeneration before he activates it. Shield and disable his weapon. Lovely. He's now basically... He's basically disabled. Another Turian mercenary. He already activated his health regen and shield regen. He already done twice. But I'm not sure if his weapon is okay. This... Oh, okay, Turian sniper. Oh, no. Oh, no, you little son of a biscuit. I mean, I could snipe him too. It's not a problem. Okay, by this point, the powers have expired. Okay, I see you there. What can be done? I mean, we can done everything on him again. Shield, weapon disabled, disable his powers. And one down. Batarian. Right, we are back with dampening then. Weapon, shield, power. There are two of them. We can take both of them at the same time. Alright, no dampening is available. That doesn't really matter. And we're simply gonna go for their weapons and shields. Lovely. He's still alive. Somehow. Shield and weapons. Turn and Merc. Shield and weapon again. Because Tali is regenerating. I can wait with Tali. Lovely. The full tech team can be so powerful. Absolutely powerful. Nice. Well, we're gonna disable everything on him. Shield, weapons, disable powers. There we go. Second Warlord disabled. Well, turned into ash.
Contacts, Commander.
Everything turned into ash, at least from him. Like in Mass Effect 1, if you have a strong tech team, like I'm playing a Sentinel, so I'm pretty much a mix of both biotics and the tech abilities. But if you have Infiltrator, which is pretty much a combat tech class, then you have Garrus with all his abilities and the ability to restart the cooldown on all of his abilities if we use them, and Tali, which pretty much does almost exactly the same but without additional refresh. You pretty much have an absolute beast of a team against almost every single enemy. Naturally, Rock Knight against Rekna, you cannot stop them from using abilities because they don't have any. They don't have shields, they don't have weapons. Same with the Husks. Husks are pretty much zombies, they don't have weapons. They have powers though, and those can be disabled, but it's like one ability when you have a selection of 3 to 5. Against like any enemies, any unusual enemies, biotics are always gonna be better. All right, let's see what we're gonna get from here. Any treasures? Any data? There was a data pad. We went soft. We went soft, Vasquez. That's why we died. Ooh. Ooh. Well, what do I see? I see biotic amplifiers. Don't mind. Well, I'm also gonna take this too, sure. And also Banshee 8. I'm gonna see how much it's worth. Banshee 8 is a fully automatic, so I don't think it will. Crossfire 8, Garrus, what do you got? You already got Crossfire 8. Okay, never mind. Let me check that biotic amplifier. Oh, oh, oh. Oh lordy. I can either go for a power bonus, but less cooldown. Okay, so Polaris 8 has a very good duration bonus, which would definitely amplify my barrier and it would amplify my lift. It has pretty decent cooldown, while Prodigy has less duration, no power bonus, but the cooldown is way higher. I think I'm gonna go for Polaris. It just gives me way more. It just provides a very good amount of bonuses. Hell yes. Hell yes. This is good. Like already we started the day, we started the stream, we started recording the first episode, we already getting a biotic amplifier. A medical station that might actually have a better armor for me. Might doesn't mean it will. Yeah, there goes Phoenix 8 and a heavy Phoenix 7 for Krogans. I'm gonna look like a Tootsie Roll. Damn it. It has less damage reduction by 4 points, but it has more tech biotic protection, less shields. I think I'm gonna take it. Because Assassin, that's got way less tech biotic protection, but higher general protection. Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk the shields and general damage protection, because I already have something. I have the mod that gives me more protection. Yeah, let's do this. I'm looking like a Tootsie Roll. And now I can also put additional slots, something on it. Because that is, yeah, that's energized plating. I could put additional energized plating. And that would grant me total of 18 additional 36% damage reduction, which seems pretty sick. But also I want to use the medical exoskeleton because of all of its powers, all of its bonuses. Damn, dude. It's really hard to pick. It's really hard to pick. Because I wanted this character to be a tank, but I guess it is what it is. I guess I'm gonna go medical exoskeleton and ablative coating for now. Not ablative coating, the energized plating. At least for now, for better refresh of the powers. Because hey, better refresh of the powers, it's just amazing. It's something that's... I think I cannot really allow myself for flexibility of the build in Mass Effect 1. It's something that I have realized as I play this game. I simply cannot really allow myself for flexibility of the build. I simply need to go with... I just need to go for the meta, sort of. And basically just accept the fact that Sentinel is basically... I want to say that I cannot create him into being a tank, at least not in this game. In Mass Effect 2 and 3, yes, I definitely can do that, because there's like different armor parts that can be adjusted to my own needs. But unfortunately, that is not gonna work out in this case. Technical kit, blue wire tool, and combat exoskeleton. Okay, let me check that blue wire tool. No. Garrus, what kind of... You have... Okay, I'm gonna give you the blue wire tool 9, and I'm gonna give Tally the 7, and that should be good. Kessler, light armor human guardian 8. I could actually compare it. Shotgun Armageddon, pistol Kessler. So Guardian 8? Yeah, there it is, Guardian 8. Just less tech and biotic protection, which is something that I do really need. So I'm basically willing to wait until I'm gonna get something better, which at this point might be just Predator. Predator LM, Colossus armor, that kind of stuff. Still not a bad amount of loot. Not a bad amount of loot, not a bad haul in general. I'll take it. I'm not sure. Hold on. Banshee. Lancers, the fully automatic. Banshee is just less accurate. And Tsunami is very good because it's a burst fire rifle. And it's also pretty powerful. And it's more sustained DPS and accuracy. I think I'm just gonna stick with it. I think that might be actually the way for me to go. And maybe, as much as I like that, yeah, we're just gonna go full damage protection. I'm not gonna deviate too much from the build. What I could give that to Garrus, because he already has kinetic buffer and medical interface. I'm gonna give him medical exoskeleton, the 8, so he can cast his powers faster a little bit. And when it comes to Tally, she also has a kinetic buffer. I'm gonna wait for the medical skeleton to just emerge. You know what she could use? A different armor. Just saying, she could just use a different armor at this point. But Quarians unfortunately have that problem that getting right armor for them requires to basically going... It simply requires going to the shop. There's not really any other better way to acquire a better armor for them. I might, considering that I'm already starting to get like serious amount of cash, I'm actually start buying the mods too. Like without any problems. Like at this point, like how much cash do I have? Yeah, 2.5 million without even sweating. So I think it's it's more than appropriate for me to do that. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. Nice. Okay, Han is done. Rex armor. And also unusual readings. Sure, let's go for the unusual readings. But for the Rex armor, we're gonna take Rex specifically. Rex can also use the biotic amplified stuff. Yeah, because he is technically he is kind of like a vanguard. Sidebar with gas deposit. Thayar with nothing. Varmalus with nothing. Canrum with Turian insignia.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Oh boy.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos.
Yeah, this is certainly not a bait.
Failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Totally not a bait at all. Don't be afraid. This is fine. This is totally not an absolutely toxic planet. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. It's not a nuclear bomb or any of any kind. Don't worry. It's cool. Which it probably is not. This actually might be the nuclear bomb mission. So I think my choice of Tally and Garrus at the same time is not gonna be wrong. And if it will be, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the game before I'm gonna go for something. Transport the signal, anomaly. I think I'm gonna go for Mercury deposit, then debris, anomaly, another deposit, and then transporter signal. We're gonna see what's all about. Because someone tells me it is pretty much just a trap. Because the game mentions Argos Row. I'm not sure if we. I'm not even sure if we are in Argos Row. I'm very highly skeptical about that. Oh shoot! Okay, I just recalled something. I forgot to do something around the house before I started streaming. I'm gonna do it on the next break. It's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with damage reduction. And one thing that I need to do about my rifles, it's, well, frictionless materials are always good. Did I cut any other frictionless materials? Nope. Because what I wanted to do... Actually, if I don't care about damage, I should level up too. Jesus, I'm missing on stuff. Well, let's start with putting 1 point into assault rifles. Yes. Then I'm probably gonna put a point into Spectre training to increase the health. Garrus. We're gonna put your point in the technical armor for more defense. And Tally. We're gonna start finalizing your more important skills, which is gonna be shotguns at first. I can put 1 more point. Did I level up twice and I just didn't notice? Basic armor. There we go. Maximum boost to your defense. When it comes to equipment, I think I'm gonna swap the weapon to something that's a little bit weaker, because my role is supposed to be a tank. I'm supposed to take the damage and provide continuous suppressing fire on the enemy, even though it's not really my playstyle. it's not really my playstyle, but I wanted to give it a try for quite some time. So I'm gonna switch to Banshee. As much as I like burst rifles, if this is not gonna be a burst rifle, I'm simply gonna switch to Lancer and just go for it, because I think Raptor... What's Raptor? Oh, Raptor is also fully automatic. Yes. Yes, how could I forget about that? It's also pretty strong. Was it Tsunami that I have used? Yeah, Tsunami is stronger. It has more sustained DPS, but it's not fully automatic. I might actually swap between the rifles every once in a while, because I was using this burst rifle for pretty much forever at this point. There we go. Heavy metal obtained. How do they want... Oh, yeah, we're going like this. Debris.
Garrus, if you do not mind me asking, how do you feel about hunting a Turian?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Things are different among my people. There are so few of us. We are expected to be loyal, even when it is difficult.
I'm fine, don't worry about it. But now I need to, like, improvise a little bit. There it is. Lovely. Where is the scanning point? I think I missed it. Okay, there it is. Begin the manual. Incinerator explosive and kinetic coil. That's done. Now let's go for the anomaly. Yep, that was just a typical Mako flip. That is a Turian fighter. Turian insignia recovered. Yeah, that's a Turian ship. Right, next is deposit. Oh, come on. You had enough speed to climb that. Stop being rude. I think I remember this one. This is one with the GF ambush. Negostorium.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful, Commander. I've got a bad feeling. Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap. No, it would be smart for the GF to maybe... It would be smart for the GF to maybe attack me when I'm outside of the vehicle. I mean, you would think that would be a fantastic idea to approach the thing and then ambush. Kind of disappointing. Yep, there we go.
Securing point.
You know, a proximity mine that explodes when I'm still in the vehicle. Someone tells me that that is exactly what's supposed to happen. Is that you're supposed to step out of the vehicle, approach the bomb explodes, weakens you, and then the entire GF ambush happens. Oh yes, there we go. Medical exoskeleton, absolutely fantastic. Tally, you're gonna get one. You're gonna get yourself a medical exoskeleton instead of a kinetic buffer, because it's simply gonna be better for you. And it's gonna give you health regeneration. If I only had an armor for you, That'll be even better, but it is what it is. I know I can level up. So where do I put point right now? Barrier. Yes, into the barrier. Then I'm probably gonna put point in some of the other skills, some of the other abilities. Maybe Spectre training. Yes, I want to probably put points in Spectre training right now, but I think I changed my mind. Anyway, assault training. And Tally, next point. Your next point is gonna go into dampening because there we go, master dampening. And then we're gonna put the remaining 2 points on her on electronics and decryption. And after that, I'm gonna ignore hacking. I'm gonna move towards the first aid and try to max it as much as I can. Maybe I'm gonna be able to. All right, that's the end of this planet. But yeah, I genuinely believe that the entire ambush was supposed to happen when Shepard is outside of the vehicle. You know, the proximity bomb just exploding just by approaching the wreckage. Shields weakened or totally exposed, plus environmental damage. And then the ambush of the gap from all the sides. That would make more sense. Oh, this is Argo's row system, never mind. Alright, family armor for Rex. We're gonna do this mission. We're also gonna give him a better armor. Hopefully a biotic amplifier as well. Let me see if the asteroid rings have anything on them, like a metallic asteroid or a carbonaceous thingamajig. There we go. Carbonaceous asteroid with Protean disk. Now for the planet's Vebinok. Susalto had nothing. Patashi. Rare element. Probably element 0. Alright. Time to go for Tantau. And land on it. If I recall correctly, Tantau actually has the Thresher Maw. Rex and Garrus for this. That's probably going to be the best combination because Rex technically doesn't have to be with us. We can approach him at the Normandy and give him the armor, but I want him to be with us because it makes way more sense. It just makes way more sense. And Garrus for obvious reasons. I'm going to accept this squad. Also, I'm going to level up Rex. So I think it's a good idea. Alright, let's see. Birdnut Rex. If I recall correctly, I want to give him a good shotgun. And it seems I could give him the Armageddon 8. That seems like a very good thing to have. Oh, goodness gracious me, he looks fabulous. Now, for the weapons, I'm probably gonna give you... not polonium rounds. Incendiary round 6ers. And I'm gonna support that with... I picked up a scram rail, huh? With rail extension. And on top of that, I'm gonna give you rail extension 5. Because we are not really gonna use Rex that much, that often. And there goes Biotic Amplifier. I guess I'm gonna give you Prodigy 7 because it's like the only one that I have. Oh, Liara is gonna be without Biotic Amplifier for some time. Oh, that's sad. Let's see. Onyx 8. Phoenix. I actually might put Phoenix on him. Because it only got 4 points less of Tech and Biotic, but it has way more regular damage protection. It has a little bit more shields. Predator has even more shields and regular damage protection. And that is Predator 5. Wow, that's quite a significant difference. Less biotic but more tanky. Oh, he's gonna hate this. I can feel he's gonna hate this armor. Okay. What do I want him to have? Kinetic buffer for cooldown reduction, and I guess I'm gonna give him the shield interface, even though I believe he should get the medical exoskeleton. Yeah, maybe something like this. Kinetic buffer plus health regeneration. I think that's gonna work wonders for him. Well, that's Rex for us, at least for now. Because who knows, maybe I'm gonna take him later. And I really do hope I will. Hidden structure, anomaly, mercury, debris, and lithium deposit. I think I'm gonna go for hidden structure as the last. Let's go for the anomaly first. And I swear to God that mission with Rex did have a thresher maw. I'm pretty convinced about it. Oh, right. I need to level him up a little bit. Bam, 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 bam. And final point in shotgun. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now that I look at it, I should probably not get those 2 points into assault rifles on him. Oh well, he's just not gonna get a full barrier. But then again, I do not really wanted him to have barrier to begin with. Rex is gonna use it pretty much immediately as we're gonna start the combat, and I know that. Because that's simply how AI works.
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own, Rex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Matrix writings. And a map marked, and I guess nothing else. Next on the list, mercury deposit. Space Cowboy with the raid. Hold on, let me give you a shout out first. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Was it exclamation mark? Yes, it's an exclamation mark. What you been playing? Fallout 4, nice. What you been doing in Fallout 4? For those who don't know, that I have King with Space Cowboys raid, I'm Uncle Lander. I'm a variety video game streamer. And I'm currently doing my 5th annual Mass Effect Trilogy Marathon. All 3 Mass Effect games, all of them modded. Currently we are doing Mass Effect 1 and we are doing a quest for Rex as well as exploration of this godforsaken planet. He's doing no hits. Okay. You're doing no hit of the main quest and you died. Well, I know how I can say that I know how it feels because I don't do it often, but I do no hit no damage of many other games like Resident Evils, and I know how it feels when you make like significant progress and all of a sudden bam, the end, because something stupid happens. And you know, it's even worse because in Bethesda games stupid shit happens all the time. So it is it can be really frustrating. then you make a lot of progress, and all of a sudden you have to start from the beginning. I totally get it. You died on airship down, couldn't sleep, so started at 3 a.m.-ish again. Died just before going into the run on the 114. Pretty much, I was too tired and stupid. I wouldn't call you stupid. Basically, I think we're simply still riding the high of just being determined to make some progress to like get that stuff back, and I understand that. But I'm also gonna say that it's not really worth your health. Just if you lose, just sleep is gonna be more important in the long run. That's what I think. Inferno rounds 8. Do I have any other Inferno rounds? Sledgehammer, Snowblind. Oh, so that's 7s. Okay, so I'm basically running what I got. I see. I understand. Alright, time to save the game. We're gonna get an ad break in about in a couple seconds from now, in 30 seconds, in a matter of fact. People of YouTube, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, share, subscribe, ring a bell, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Links for everything are gonna be in description. Thank you guys very much for watching, people of the Twitches. I'm gonna play clips in the meantime as the ad break is gonna play through. So yeah, enjoy those. I'll be back right after the ad break.